Good afternoon, everyone. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot. I hope this reading finds you well. Look at, I'm all crooked, and those who have OCD are going to be sending nasty grams. I hope this reading finds you well. I hope that you are in high spirits and that this reading resonates with you in some way. We are using the Everyday Witch Tarot. We are using the Power Animal Oracle, Healing with the Angels, as well as the Voice of Knowledge card. So we are going to grab our wonderful, beautiful Everyday Witch Tarot. We are going to call upon our angels, guides, guardians, protectors, and keepers of the light to please bring us a reading, giving us guidance where it is needed and being the voice of reason where it is needed. We thank you for your energy. We appreciate you so very much for being here to guide us into this time. There we go. 3 wonderful cards. 4 wonderful cards. Ah! The 7 of Cups. The Page of Swords. Then the 9 of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. So the Magician has all of the tools that he needs to create. The High Priestess puts those tools to use, gaining knowledge of her life as a human, having a spiritual experience, and a spirit having a human experience. See all the books behind her, the 2 candles beside her that give her balance. She works on the light and dark side and brings that equal balance in. She's very comfortable with where she is, but I am so jumping ahead of the game. So we have the 7 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups is having a lot of choices. I like the 7 of Cups as a card because I like, putting that hard work out there and being offered many choices and choosing what it is that I desire, what it is. And some people say desire is a bad word. I don't think so. I think that we all have wonderful desires. We all have things that we want or desire to manifest in our lives. The thing with the 7 of Cups is that sometimes even though we have grown in our lives and we have progressed through our lives to where we are now, we still desire things that we have outgrown. So when the 7 of Cups is presented to you and you have decisions to make or something is being offered to you, make sure you're not putting yourself back in the past. Make sure you are acknowledging something or trying to manifest something or making the decision to acquire something that resonates with you right now, right here, in this time. And the Page of Swords put those thoughts to use. He has the books at his feet. There's a map there. He's throwing out those intentions. Please, universe, I desire to manifest something that is compatible with me, my desires, my life at this moment, at this time. And the universe says, okay. So she brings you this Garden of Eden, this beautiful place of prosperity and abundance, and you make that work for you. I think that you have grown over time to understand that the things that you have desired in the past are no longer beneficial to you, but sometimes we get that little niche of what could have been, should have been, and that wonderment that maybe for a minute or 5 minutes takes us back to that place. And when we think it enough and when we put passion behind that thought, it seems to gradually manifest in our lives. So if you're thinking about it, think about it for a minute. Don't think about it for a long time, because you're going to manifest shit in your life that's going to put some complications if you are thinking about something or someone from the past that you have outgrown and you put a lot of thought behind that, and pretty soon you're getting phone calls or something is being presented to you that really doesn't resonate with with where you are and who you are now. And we don't want to go backwards. We want to progress forward. So the thoughts you have put into motion, this is what I desire. I am throwing it out there to the universe. I am putting it in motion. The universe, I put it in motion. I take the steps. The universe, and with my help and the universe's help, puts me in this place of prosperity and abundance. This Garden of Eden, this everything that I have worked for and wished for finally pays off. And then excuse my fingernails, I use that to my ability. I am knowledgeable. I am balanced. I take that knowledge and I hone in on what is good for me, what is right for me, and what feels good at the moment. Is it being a doctor, being a nurse? Is it living off the land? Is it going off the grid? Is it tarot, oracle? Is it a life of being a spiritualist, being a medium, being a reader? Is it putting your spiritual gifts to use? Is it being a taxi driver? So whatever that is, you have the tools to put it to use. Now is the time to put that to use and make it beneficial for you, for yourself, your family. Now we are going to throw a card out from the animal deck. That's like 9 cards flew to my left. These are fairly new, so they kind of stick together. So we're going to take the first one that jumps out. And it is, oh, look, it's a cougar. Be bold and take charge. Yes, be bold and take charge of your life. Be bold and take a stand and acknowledge that the past is no longer interesting to you. It no longer tempts you. You are where you are at this moment because you released all of that from the past. You let it grow. You evolved. You're moving into a time of putting your ideas and your energy out there, taking a chance, taking charge, being bold, having confidence. That confidence puts you in a time of prosperity and abundance, and it also puts you in a time of taking your skills and putting your skills to use for you. And if it is a skill of helping others, then helping others as well. We have 2 cards. I change my story by changing what I believe about myself. Again, not focusing on the past. When I clean up the lies I believe about myself, the lies I believe about other people change. Every time I change my story, every time I change myself, my story changes to adapt to the new character. I don't take anything personally. Nothing worse than people's ideas of you are their ideas of you. Samantha said it. My friend Samantha said it. Facebook acquaintance, friend, she said it. She said, other people's opinion of you is none of your business. Don't worry about what other people have to say about you. You worry about what other people have to say about you. That gives them charge. That puts them in charge of you. That gives them power over you. I am a secondary character in other people's stories. I know that whatever people say about me is just a projection of their own image of me, and it has nothing to do with me. So taking that charge and having that confidence, cleaning up your life, cleaning up yourself, making that change within yourself, changing your story. You're no longer the past. Don't worry about what other people think about you. That's just their own insecurities trying to project and make you just as insecure as they are. This is the... where are we at? Healing with the Angels. Let me get this card straight. Hold on. Okay. This is the Healing with the Angels deck. One card's going to pop out of that. Balance. Hey, and we're bringing it all in balance. Yes. So we're taking charge of our lives. We're removing ourselves from the past, putting ourselves in the present, taking those ideas, making them beneficial for us, creating a life of substance and abundance and balance for ourselves. Not worrying about what other people say, taking charge, being bold, rewriting your story. And in the middle of that, we're bringing it all together for clarity and balance. There must be balance. While you're doing all of this work on yourself, make sure that you're loving yourself. Make sure that you're paying attention to your physical needs, paying attention to your body and how it feels, paying attention to your heart emotionally, spiritually, physically, making sure that when you're tired, you rest. If you need to cry, do it. Nothing wrong with crying, nothing wrong with screaming, nothing wrong with going outside and just stomping your feet on the ground and getting all of that negative energy out. Nothing wrong with being vocal about how you feel. Something may be wrong with somebody else. They probably, some people don't like hearing your problems, though they want to project theirs onto you. So that's another off balance thing that we won't talk about right now, because we're talking about this. So having confidence and taking charge and being bold and not letting the thoughts of others manipulate you and dictate your growth or your path. And as far as the having balance, making sure that you're taking care of yourself spiritually, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Because when we're off that balance and when we give too much to one thing in particular, everything else has a tendency to suffer. So make sure that if your body is telling you that it needs rest, rest. If your mind is telling you it needs rest, rest. Listen to your intuition. How is your intuition guiding you? Sit still at a moment in time, if you have a chance, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and listen to your body, listen to your mind. How can I help you? Ask yourself. What can I do to make you happy? Ask yourself. What can I do to feed you today? Ask yourself. Knowledge, spirit. What can I do to be in balance today? Ask yourself. And while you're asking yourself, spirit is listening as well. So be open to receiving those signs. So thank you all so very much for allowing me to do this reading for you today. If you are interested in a more in-depth reading, I do those too. You can, send me a message here down in the comments below. Thank you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.